Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, Gabby and I are going to attempt the 24-hour Readathon challenge. Our goal for tonight and our reading challenge is one, to finish the books we're in the middle of, but also we're going to be reading, I'm going to be reading Powerless and she's going to be reading Fourth Wing, and at some point hopefully we'll be switching. So that's the plan, and we also have other books that we wanted to include just in case. Okay, so this is the setup. We have where we're gonna sit right here, and we have like 3 options of drinks. We have water, tea, and like a beverage of choice. We have a little ambiance thing background, and our book set up so every time we finish a book we have to get up and choose our next one. That way we're constantly moving our bodies, you know. Then we have our snacks here, and
we got more in the fridge.
Yes, we do.
We got ice cream.
Also, I'm going to be breaking this readathon into 4 different sets of 6 hours, and every 6 hours we're gonna get up and move. But we're not gonna pause the timer. We're just gonna
do some yoga or something while listening to an audiobook.
Yeah. So,
and we're gonna watch the sunrise.
Let's get started. Let's get started. So excited for my first readathon. So we're officially 6 hours into the challenge. Gabby finished her first book and I'm on the last chapter of my first book. Then we're gonna start our fantasy reads. I'm really tired, but I'm gonna try and get this done. If I can't get this done, next time I do this, I'm literally going to break it into 12-hour read, like one day read for 12 hours, the next day read for 12 hours.
How do we do that to start?
Because I want to see if I can get through the full thing.
Okay.
Well, I finished my first book, and now I'm gonna start Powerless. Okay, I'm on hour 8, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna end up breaking it up because I'm really tired. So out of the second 6 hours I'm on, I have 4 hours, 48 minutes, and 52 seconds left until the next 6 hours. But I'm gonna go get some sleep before I continue this. I read the first chapter of Powerless and I'm actually really enjoying it. There's still a lot to learn, but what they have right now, like what the author has written in that one chapter, I've made a few highlights. So, as you saw in the last clip, I failed at staying up for 24 hours and reading, but I'm still gonna give you guys a like a 24-hour like reading thing. So, I'm going to get as much of it done as I can today. I have 15 hours left. I think I did that math right. And this is the timer so far. And that's the second 6-hour block. So I'd make it a habit. Okay, so I'm on chapter 6 of Powerless. I can't say much because I don't want to spoil for Gabby or any of you guys. But basically, I'm really enjoying this world. There's not a lot of world building, which is surprising to me because it's a fantasy book, and when I think of fantasies and what I've heard about fantasies is usually in the first few chapters there's a lot of world building which you have to like push through to get through, but this, it doesn't have a whole lot of world building. So I'm on like page 200, on 202, okay, of Powerless, and I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm loving every second of when I'm like listening to it and reading it. I love the slow burn romance and the banter between the two. I'm eating it up. And I think that's partially because it reminds me so much of The Selection, which is one of my favorite YA fantasy, or no, dystopian, it's dystopian books, and The Hunger Games. Like, put those two together and that's what you have in Powerless. And I'm eating it up, guys. Okay, so it's Sunday now. I have 7 hours left in this 24-hour readathon. I got everything that I needed to done so far, so I'm going to continue reading along with an audiobook of Powerless, and I'll keep you guys updated. The amount of times this man says, well, that just won't do, about the FMC. It just won't do because you love her and you want to take care of her. And I'm loving this book. I'm in love with Kai. There's nothing else I can really just say. Bro, okay. I am breathless. Okay. Okay, so they have this whole dance for an answer question. Like, okay, hold up. My brain is mush because of reading this. But anyway, they have this whole dance for an answer thing going on. Like, yeah. And she asks him what his favorite color is, starting with the basics to get to know him. And let me read this to you, okay? Not until I looked into a pair of ocean blue eyes and realized that perhaps drowning was a beautiful thing. Not until I looked into a pair of fiery blue eyes and realized that perhaps burning was a painless thing. Not until I looked into a pair of sky blue eyes and realized that perhaps falling was a peaceful thing. I'd never thought about what my favorite color was before because I hadn't seen one that was worthy of the title until now. That is blue. His favorite color is the color of her eyes. Guys. I say it again. I am in love with Kai. I don't care what anyone else says. I am in love with Kai. Okay, so I did not record the timer going off because I was too caught up in my book, but we did finish reading for 24 hours. We didn't finish the challenge. We gave up, it was 7 hours into the challenge. So
We took a 4-hour nap and then got back into it.
4-hour nap, yeah.
It's only supposed to be 2, but I was tired.
Basically, I only read, theoretically, one book with how much I read, but I mean, that depends on the size of the books. But I finished Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That will be in another video, but pretty sure it was I actually haven't settled on a rating. I think I'm gonna settle on 3 stars only because I fell asleep listening to an audiobook of most of it. So yeah. And then I have this much left of Powerless. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm thinking it's gonna be a 5-star. And it's a lot like Shatter Me and The Hunger Games, like I said in previous video clips.
So I had to finish this book. I was halfway done when I did it. So I finished A Court of Mist and Fury. Loved it. I'm gonna have to buy the rest of the series. Thanks a lot, Kirsten. I reread Ground Zero by Alan Gratz to break up my fantasy books. It was really sad. I'm never gonna read something like this again, probably. It was too easy. And then I also read the entire Fourth Ring, first book. I almost threw my book across the room at the end, and I did cry. So, yeah, that was fun. So I finished 3 books. Well, 2.5. And I'm ready to get and I just started You Reach Sam during that too. I got quarter way, 3 pages through that book. So, and then I only have 3 more books in my library I need to read, so I gotta buy more books. Yay. Kirsten got me addicted, guys. Don't fall for it. It's an expensive hobby.
It is expensive, but it's worth it. Well, that's it for this video. I'll see you next week with another one very, very soon. And if you haven't already, subscribe and like the video. Love you all. Bye.